No, but for real, the sisters are fighting, and I'm not talking about my sisters because we're always fighting, but it's actually Nicki Minaj and her little sister, Ming.
What?
Because so Ming, she's 18, but like this whole year, she's been going on like interviews, and the whole time she's been talking about like her sisterhood with Nicki Minaj. And she was just talking about like how when she was in school, she would get bullied all the time, saying like, well, if Nicki's your sister, then why doesn't she help you and this and that, right?
Right.
And so she's
Pocket
talking.
watching.
Yeah. So she's talking pretty much about Nicki all the time. Listen.
Needed her to help me get to my goal. I just needed her to see that I can do it and she can be proud of me without having to think that I needed to have an easy way to get to the top. I used to have this urge of just trying to impress my sister. We was never close. She be busy and stuff like that. I be doing my too, like.
So she's always said it. They don't have a good
Yeah.
relationship or that close of a relationship, which makes sense because Nicki's like, she's a lot older than
I think by the time
So I
she
see
was
the
born,
age
it
gap.
based on the age, it seems like she was already kind of doing
Popping.
stuff with
She
her
was already-
career.
yeah.
She was
Yeah.
popping.
And this is
So-
a half sister.
the sister half sister.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so-
also important. That's
Yeah.
one of her
Yeah.
parents' other children.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so it's, I mean, that gap is a big deal.
It is. It's 22 years.
Oh,
That's a long
wow.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
a big-
you're an
huge
adult.
gap.
So
Yeah.
it's like if you're not taking the time to go visit or you live with them, you're really just living your life already.
No, exactly. Yeah, and it's weird. I'm just wondering, like, who keeps interviewing her? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, you know, it's
Different
what does she do?
podcasts
Like,
have
yeah,
been
like
calling
it's
her.
her sister. Like, that's kind of it. You know what I'm saying? But also, I can feel like for her, because I don't know what it's like to be in that position of like, oh, my sister's super famous, and like she must have this like complex of like, I have to be just as famous, or I have to
Like that pressure.
do, like, she's like, oh, I just want to make her proud of me and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
that must be tough, like, to kind of grow up with that, like, oh, there's like this huge mountain to climb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, instead of just being a regular person.
When I was younger, my brother would compete with me with DJing, but he would make me so mad because I was underage and I couldn't DJ the clubs, and he was older and he would be DJing all these crazy clubs, and I'd be like, I'm gonna be so much better than you one day. Now he doesn't
Look
even
at
DJ.
you.
You know, I
Okay, Greg. Get it off your chest.
get it, Greg. Get it, Greg. You get it, Ming. Get it. I'm also thinking too, because I have a half brother, and I love our relationship. He's 12 years older than I am. He showed me hip hop. Shout out Jerry. But it could have been really different. He could have been resentful towards myself and my sister because we are children of his dad who left his mom. You know, and that's a very real thing because you have to, I guess. You have to grapple with the fact that this is a kid from your dad and someone else.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not you. And maybe you can't express it to your parents. You may express it to the kid. I'm not saying that Nicki did, but also in her end, like, why should I have a relationship with you?
Yeah.
You know, I might be nice to you and all of this, but even me being poppin' doesn't mean I should have a relationship with you if I never really did before. Okay. And you're a kid of my dad. I don't know your mom, or I'm not speculating for where she knows your mom or not, but this is a whole separate family. That's a real thing.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I was thinking it because I do have half siblings, my two older sisters actually, but I grew up with them. Yeah. So to me, it's like I've never seen them like, oh, you're my half sister or anything like that. So this day, it's like you guys saw me grow up.
Yeah.
So to me, it was just like a little weird. So then Nicki did go on live, and then she was saying like, hey, if they even want to interview you, shouldn't you be talking about yourself? Then why keep talking about me? Listen.
Or who has never been successful in your line of work is doing interviews. I think y'all think talent, like you could catch it like a cold, or maybe people could pass it through the genes. Even with blood relation, what God has given to me is mine. You have to go and get your own. You have to discover whatever it is that you're great at. Being a mooch and a clown don't run in my DNA.
So that was Nicki's response.
That's crazy. How many
Very
cigarettes she
Very
smoked before
telling.
she did that?
Yeah.
What?
Bruh. Same could be said about you, brother.
I know. I smoked a lot.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Very, very harsh.
But it's very telling. You can
Yeah.
tell that there's
They
some
don't really have
estrangeness.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
estranged.
And it sucks because there's no way of like Nicki combating the fact that that's her sister. She can't
Right.
be like, that's not my sister. It's like, no, like it is, but it's like she's on that side, and I don't really know that. Like she has to try to distance herself as much as possible because like what the sister's doing. What's her name? Ming.
Ming.
Ming is just like you're just
Using
talking
the
about
name
your
to
sister,
get people to know
who you don't even know that well. You know,
Mm.
it seems like. So it's like that's weird.
Yeah,
Very
no.
weird.
So Ming did reply back on a comment, and she's like, "I still love her. I tried as a sister to please her, but I realized I gotta please God first, because only He can judge me. The gift He gave me."
Yeah.
She don't
If-
even know you.
Yeah.
I know.
That's the crazy
why I
part.
think she's giving the pobrecita kind of
Yeah.
vibe.
I
Ming
think
over
she
here.
thinks she genuinely is like, oh my god, like Nicki
Nicki
Minaj's
Minaj's
sister.
sister. Like,
Yeah.
I
have
could
to
use
rap.
something.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I have to be great. I have to be an entertainer.
She
And
And
it's
she'll-
looks
and
a
she'll
lot
plug
like
me.
her too.
Yeah,
They
do.
look very similar. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot, and granted the genes and all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But there comes these things where these are sins of your parents, if we want to call it that, of like the leaving your family
Right.
and another family. It's not to blame on the
kids.
children.
No, yeah.
However, if you don't have a relationship, you get popping, then you see one of the kids being like, yeah, that's my sister, and blah blah blah, and look at and I'm just like, and then it's gonna irk you.
Like,
For
what do you
sure.
mean? Like, yeah, we are, but it's like I don't even know you like that.
And it's
Yeah.
also to me it would be so much better if Ming were to go on and do
Her own thing.
Yeah.
thing.
And then
one-
we find out, oh
Yeah,
my God,
oh
did
my
you know
God.
that's Nicki Minaj's half sister?
that
Why
would be
doesn't she talk
Right.
about
that
Yeah.
would be so cool. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron James, for example, I think he has like some half siblings because like his
Yeah.
dad is like estranged, right? So it's like there could be somebody around that's like, oh my God, I'm LeBron's brother, but it's
Yeah.
like whatever until you like do your own
Do
thing, you
something,
have your
yeah.
own identity, then you're
Yeah.
like, oh, also LeBron's half brother, like that's
Yeah.
Like,
crazy.
in a way, you
Facts.
get on their
Yeah,
level.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus I'm going on a
Trying to-
podcast talking about the relationship we do or do not have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
your personal
you
life.
could go another route
Yeah, exactly.
because this route is working.
It is.
We're talking about her. People
Yeah.
know her. All of that.
Didn't know
but
she had a sister.
Yeah, that part. So it's tough out there because there's people that aren't even related to you that's gonna use your name and their proximity
my
to
God, I
you
hate
to be popping.
I knew them once.
Dude, Dreamville told me one time we went backstage at a J. Cole concert, and Ibrahim, who's the president of Dreamville and J. Cole's partner, he's like, because it was me and Jorge, and so he's talking to Jorge about Nipsey's sister. Nipsey has a sister, shout out Samantha, and he's like, yeah, you know, like we're always hooking up Samantha, or no, we're always hooking up Nip's sister. We got you. We all love, and I was like, dang, I didn't know Samantha like J. Cole like this, and he's like, Samantha. He's like, no, and he tells me another girl's name. Someone that is not even related to Nip at
no.
all.
You're kidding.
Told them, and then they have like a similar, like Eritrean background.
Right.
And so Eve recognized that and was like, oh, okay, say less. Your Nip's sister, we got you what you need, blah, 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 this and
Wow.
that.
That's horrible.
And then you find out, like, bro, that's not even
Why do I
Nip's
feel like I know who you're
sister.
talking about?
Me too.
Yeah, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
Me too.
Oh my God.
And shout out Samantha because she deserves
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah.
Nip's actual sister, but it was
That's
it's
messed
you'll
up.
find that people end up doing
That's-
these
doing that,
things.
just like leeching.
yeah,
off
so
to
then
someone.
it's like when it's an actual family member doing it,
That's
it's a
messed
trip.
up.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's wild, bro.
It happens. It happens with
Yeah.
siblings.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for Sombra Sala, brought to you by your local Southern California Toyota dealers. I'm Ncki from Brownback Mornings on Power 106.